Namaste. Tonight I'll be reading Book 4, Chapter 12 on Brigu's curse and the dialogue between Shukracharya and the Dechas. Om Vakratuna Mahakaya Suryakoti Samprive. Om Gam Garabdirum. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Deva. Hari Om Tat Sat. Vyasa said, O king, on seeing Vishnu killing his wife and thus committing a dreadful, atrocious act, the Bhagavan Brigu was very sorry and began to tremble with anger and addressed Madhusudana. Thus, Brigu said, O Vishnu, you have done an extremely sinful act. O intelligent one, knowing it, you have done so. What a great wonder. Nobody dreams of the murder of this Brahman's daughter, and you have committed it, indeed, black and white. O Deva, the Maharishis declare you to be sattvic, engaged in preservation, Brahma to be Rajasic, Karita, and Shambhu, Shiva to be Tamasic, destroyer. Why then is the contrary thing visible in this case? Why have you become tamasic? Why have you done this heinous crime? O Vishnu, the females are never to be killed. This is a known fact. Then why have you killed this woman without any fault? You have done a very execrable act. What shall I do to you? It is met that I would curse you. O great sinner, you have pained me very much and made me very weary. I will not curse Indra. You always assume a deceitful appearance and behave like a black, cruel serpent. Your mind is all full of wickedness. I will curse you. O Janardana, those munis who you call sattvic are fools. I have seen today that your ways are exceptionally vicious and tamasic. O Vishnu, I curse you now to take frequent births, suffer very frequently in different wombs in the earth, and thus suffer the pains of remaining in the wombs. O king, therefore, whenever religion subsides in the world, Bhagavan Vishnu incarnates frequently in this human world due to the curse of Brigu. The king said, O best of the munis, did that Mahatma Brigu again marry and lead a householder's life when his wife was thus killed by the illustrious disc Sudarshana? Vyasa said, O king, the sacrificer Brigu angrily cursed Hari and next took that severed head and quickly placed it over the body as before and said, O Devi, Vishnu has slain you today. I will make you regain your life just now if I am acquainted with all the dharmas and if I have practiced these in my life, and if I have spoken truth always, then dost thou regain your life by my religious merit. Let all the devas witness my power and strength. If I know the truth, if I have studied all the Vedas, and if I have realized the knowledge of the Vedas, then I, sprinkling your body with this cold water, charged with my mantras, will revive you. Vyasa said, O king, sprinkled by the water by Brigu, his wife regained her life and rose up at once and felt herself glad and smiled. All the persons and living creatures, seeing her stand as if awoken from her sleep, at once exclaimed from all sides, Well done, well done. Thanked Brigu and his wife very much and highly praised them. Thus, seeing the fair-complexioned wife regain her life through Brigu, Indra and all the devas were very much struck with wonder. Note, though power and inhalation of some medicines might have revived her. Thought power and inhalations of some medicines. Indra then addressed the devas. Now the mother of Shukra has regained her life through Bhrigu. But when Shukracharya will revive the mantra after his severe tapasya, we do not know what terrible harm he would do to us. Vyasa said, O king, though the deep sleep that overtook Indra had now left him, yet he became very unhappy, remembering the severe asceticism of Shukra's tapasya and his receiving mantras. Thinking over deeply in his mind, Indra called his daughter Jayanti and spoke to her with affection. Go, daughter, I have given the order to the ascetic Kavya. Do this service for me. Go to Kavya and help him in his asceticism and bring him under your control. By whatever acts the Muni be pleased, dost thou do at once and please him in every way, and thus remove my fear. The large-eyed, beautiful Jayanti, hearing her father's words, went to the hermitage and there saw the rishi inhaling or drinking the smoke. On seeing the body of the ascetic and remembering her father's words, she brought the leaves of the plantain trees and began to fan him. The intelligent Jayanti, with no excitement, used to bring the pure, clear, cool and well-scented water and placed it with great devotion before the sage for his drinking. Note, here Indra bribed by giving away his daughter. When the sun was over his head, she used to prepare some protection with her clothes from the sun and thus made the shade for him. Thus, in various ways, she did begin to serve the Muni, herself remaining steady in her religion. She bought sweet and ripe fruits proper according to the sastras and used to place them before him for his repast. In the performance of his daily duties, she used to collect the kusagras of the span of thumb and forefinger and flowers, white and yellow, and place them before him. For the Muni's bedding to lie down and sleep, she used to gather soft green leaves, and with them she used to keep his bed ready. And when the Muni laid himself down, she used to fan him gently. Never did she exhibit, for fear of curse, any gesture or posture calculated to disturb his mind. The sweet-tongued, thin lady used to praise Shukracharya in pleasing and favorable terms. When the Muni awoke, she placed water before him to wash his face and hands. Thus serving the Muni, she did stay in the hermitage. The fear-stricken Indra used to send messengers to fathom the mind of that self-controlled Muni. Thus did Jayanti serve for good many years, the Muni being void of anger and observing duly his celibacy. In this way, 1,000 years passed. Duly, the god Madhava was very pleased and addressed Shukracharya that he had come to give him boons that he desired. The god Madhava said, whatever there exists in this universe, whatever you see with your eyes and whatever cannot be described in words, you will be the lord of all these and the conqueror of all. There is no doubt in this. You cannot be killed by any creature. You will be the ruler of all beings and will be reckoned as the best of the Brahmanas. Vyasa said the god Madhava disappeared then and there. After granting him the boons, then Shukracharya saw Jayanti and said to her, O lady of beautiful hips, who and whose daughter art thou? What is the desire in your mind? What for you have come here? O one of beautiful thighs, what is your duty? O beautiful-eyed, I am very pleased with all that you have done for me. What do you want, O one of good vows? Ask boons from me. I will grant them even if they be difficult. On hearing this, Jayanti's face became bright with joy and said, whatever I desire, you know that I already by force of your tapasya. The Kavya said, your mental desires I know. Still mention them yourself particularly. I will do good to you in any way you like. I am pleased with your services. Jayanti said, O Brahmin, I am the daughter of Indra and I am the youngest of my brother Jayanta. Father has given me over to you. I will like to live with you. Kindly fulfill my desires now, O Blessed One. You better take me and enjoy me according to Dharma. This is my desire. Sukracharya said, O thou of large and handsome hips, better enjoy with me for 10 years according to your liking, without being visible to anybody. Vyasa said, thus saying, Sukracharya went to his home and, according to religious observances, married Jayanti and lived with her for 10 years under the shade of Maya and unobserved by anybody. On the other hand, the Dechas, hearing that Shukracharya returned home successful, getting his desired mantra, were very glad and went to his house to pay their respects to him. But Shukra was then living with Jayanti, hence the Asuras could not see him. Then they got very much dejected, sorry, and were drooped in spirits. They searched for him again and again. Not being able to see Shukra under the shade of Maya, the Dechas were very sorry and got afraid and then returned to their own residences. On the other hand, the Devas, knowing that Shukra was holding intercourses with Jayanti, Indra, the god of Devas, spoke to the Deva Guru Brihaspati. O Guru, advise us what to do under the present circumstances and relieve us from the impending difficulties. O Brahmana, better go today to the Danavas and do that by which our honor may be maintained. You better put the Danavas under some charm by your magical spell and think and do good to us. On hearing Indra's words and knowing that Shukra is now enjoying with Jayanti, Brihaspati went to the Danavas, putting on the appearance of Shukracharya. Going to the demons, he called on them very politely and sweetly. The Asuras said that Shukracharya has come in presence of them. The demons were very glad and bowed down before Shukracharya and could not make out that he was the false Shukracharya under the Mayic charm of Brihaspati. Then the false Shukracharya asked the welfare of the Dechas and said, I went so long for your good. I performed severe tapasya and satisfied the god Shambhu and acquired from him the mantra, the sacred knowledge, and that I will frankly explain to you. On hearing this, the demons were very pleased and, knowing that the Guru had been successful, were filled with joy. They saluted him with joy and began to live quietly and freely without any pains, having got rid of fear from the Devas. Here ends the 12th chapter in the 4th book of Srimad Devi Bhagavatam, the Mahapuranam of 18,000 verses by Maharishi Vedvyasa on Brigu's curse of the dialogue between Shukracharya and the Dechas. Om Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadra Kali Kapalendra Kashma. Om Tuya Mata, Chapita Tuya Bandhu Shachasaka Tuya Vijata Vinam Tuya Shanti Shanti Shanti.